Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Pop-Up Podcast here live at When Words Collide 2025. I'm your host Lucas, and with me today is...
Lavinia Leon.
Thank you so much for sitting with me today. How are you?
Thank you for taking the time to sit with me.
My pleasure.
I'm great. Thank you very much. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well today. How have you been enjoying When Words Collide so far?
Very, very, very much. I have been looking forward to this conference since last year, since the last one. So it's one of the highlights of my year.
Absolutely. This is my second ever one. How about you?
I want to say maybe fifth.
Oh, nice.
Including the one that was exclusively online.
Oh, yes. Heard about that one. Very cool. So, are you a writer, or do you consider yourself more of a reader?
I kind of try to be both because apparently they feed into each other somehow. Mm-hmm. That's what people say. I ended up checking on my name tag, both reader and writer, and then I added poet, and then I also added scientist.
Oh.
Because I was like, well, all these identities kind of fit.
Oh, really? Fantastic. So, like you just mentioned, you kind of consider yourself in all those categories. Would you say there's a favorite a genre or style that you usually gravitate towards?
I like the what ifs. So as the biggest umbrella I can think of, perhaps speculative. But I will read everything I can that hooks me. I will read your amazing romance, or I will read your amazing thriller, and I do not shy away from horror if something catches my eye.
Good.
Yeah, general curiosity when it
Awesome.
comes to everything. So but spec is my first love.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been a running theme so far. Speculative fiction is really big around here. And is there a certain type, when it comes to speculative fiction, is there a certain type of story that you usually prefer, or one you'd say is kind of your favorite?
Yes, absolutely. The what ifs, the subversion, taking away one element or transforming one element in the world that we're familiar with. How would we react if we could fly ourselves without the help of machines? Or what if a volcano exploded today in the backyard? And so on. Just simple what ifs that end up making the entire story different than what we're familiar with.
Great. And so you'd said this is your fifth is When Words Collide. So we're on the second day of the event as of this recording. I'm assuming you've been to some of the fun stuff happening around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's been your favorite thing so far?
My favorite thing so far has been just today, because I didn't end up going to anything yesterday, unfortunately. Both sessions that I've attended have been absolutely fantastic. The Creative Mornings with Miranda Krogstad.
Oh, yes.
I love them. I've attended one session last year, and I was hoping they would be offered again by Miranda this year. And also, the networking session with Christine Sy-Taylor was phenomenal.
Oh, yes.
So, loving both, taking some time in between sessions now to recharge and looking for more awesomeness.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about the panels and workshops happening this year. And so are there any more upcoming ones the rest of today and tomorrow that you're looking forward to?
Nothing that I can think about right now pops in mind, because there are multiple streams.
Oh, yes.
I have hesitated. I have multiple, of course, in my schedule as well. Okay, where am I going to go? And so it's basically on the energy of the moment. Definitely tomorrow's Creative Mornings as well. And hoping to catch some more networking sessions.
Oh, yes.
The keynote today from Finian Burnett, I'm very much looking forward to it. Tomorrow's also Finian Burnett roadmap.
Oh, yes.
To flash fiction. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, backtracking a little bit, when you were talking about how much you enjoy speculative fiction or spec fiction, would you say there's a type of story or idea that you haven't really seen explored much when it comes to speculative fiction that you'd like to see more of in the future? Or if you got the chance to write it, like one you'd tackle?
That is an excellent question. Thank you for asking that, because
no problem.
That's kind of what got me into writing in the first place. I think if I were to give any names, I think Joyce Carol Oates went with a very similar premise to what I would nominate as an underdone, maybe. Or maybe not. That's not the best word, but I'll go with that.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
in the interest of time. Time travel, but in the interest of revealing history.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Under
yeah.
the pretext of time travel, you're actually describing, you're nesting historical
Yeah.
fiction in there. So yeah, I would love to see more of that, going back to the way things were, not to a subverted and changed version of, I don't know, Cold War Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
But I say that because I'm from Eastern Europe. So yeah, I would love to talk more about that with a speculative shell on it.
Well, I guess if there's a space for what ifs, time travel is one of the best vessels for that. And like you'd mentioned before, on the lanyards that they give out at the event, you had also checked off poet and scientist on yours. Would you say there's any useful correlation between those two, being steeped in kind of that world?
Absolutely. I think everything around us is poetry. I think whoever says that is not kidding. There's poetry in the dance of the electrons around the proton. The nucleus filled with protons and neutrons. So definitely there's a poetry in that dance. There's poetry in the mosquito whose picture I took yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just looked so mosquito-ish in the sunshine.
Yeah.
And I was just told that there's a poem possibly by Robert Burns, To a Flea, which I look up. It may not be Robert Burns, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, no, definitely there's, I don't think there's a conflict between science and poetry, to put it that way. I think they're perfectly compatible. And I think it's mostly in the eye of the beholder, like everything. Poetry is, I don't know, in the mind of the beholder. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's super interesting. I mean, would you say, I guess, scientific poetry, would you say that's a genre or maybe something that could be started, really?
That should be started. There should be something. I think I came across the term lab punk at some
Okay,
point,
that's a good
or
one. Okay.
Literature in the same vein as steampunk and so on. For poetry, nothing comes to mind right now, but it doesn't sound unfamiliar or something I've never heard of before either. So my homework is to look up some examples of scientific poetry. I'm sure.
And if not, you could be the one to kick it off.
Oh, it's very hard to be original these days. So I'm sure
I wouldn't put it past you.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, no, but all super fascinating. I mean, if there's one thing that I'd say is a constant so far, it's a ton of different perspectives on long-standing genres or mediums, putting new spins on it in the modern day. Because people like to say that there's no original ideas anymore, but I don't think that's true. Because every day I see more and more people putting unique spins on something that seems like everything else has been done under the sun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think When Words Collide is the place to see that kind of stuff. Like, if you're looking for inspiration, see the people who managed to come up with something original in a world of the same thing repeated.
This effervescence of minds meeting is absolutely magical. So
absolutely.
what emergence in simple conversation.
Yeah.
Simple conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's truly, a fantastic experience. And thank you for that that thought on originality. Everything is new the first time we see it.
Absolutely.
So
Everything had to start somewhere.
right. Thank you very much, Lucas.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for sitting with me. If someone listening wanted to find you, do you have any social media where they could find you?
Yes, I do. It's lavinialeon.com, and I have my social media links over there as well, and an email address and everything. I would love to hear your thoughts on genre or poetry, or really ask me about anything. It's also something I wrote on my name tag, so I would love to chat with you about anything.
Oh, perfect. But thank you for chatting with me now about this. This has been great. Thank you so much for chatting with me. This has been fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you.
The conference.
Yes, and to all of you out there listening, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more of the Pop-Up Podcast live from When Words Collide 2025. Thank you.